What's going on, guys? It's your boy TD from Fantasy Good Sports. Today is Saturday. We got some football, guys, on a Saturday. It's awesome. So, look, guys, as y'all come into the chat, just hit me up with any questions and stuff that you have. And we're going to try to win this championship. I know we got a few people, compared to everybody, a few people that's still in the championship. And, guys, well, I'm going to give you some plays. A couple edgy plays I got for today, too, guys. So, let me start talking about some of the quarterbacks today that's on today's slot. Hope everybody had a Merry Christmas. I did. Spent time with the family. So guys, just another year. Okay. Yep. Glad y'all hitting that thumb. What's going on, the stream games? What's going on, bruh? Ryan Gallagher. What's going on, bruh? Extreme games. Okay, I'm sorry. I'm gonna get on to Ryan. Ryan says, should I start Swift, Taylor, or Dobbins in the flex? I'm starting Dobbins. He says, love the documentary. Yeah, bro. So guys, you got any questions on the documentary? I'm gonna do another live just for the documentary, just to talk about it. But I wanted people to digest it. I didn't want to do it right away. But I know I didn't go hard. I didn't go all the way on the documentary. I just I just went surface because I didn't want to get in too much detail because I still got the case. My case is still like pending in a way. And I didn't want to say anything to hurt my case or be able to get sued, which I'm not scared of getting sued because I actually kind of want them to sue me or whatever. That way they can get the evidence in front of them. But I appreciate that, Ryan, man. I'm glad you loved it, guys. It was very it's a sensitive thing to me. I didn't want to put it out because I didn't want my feelings involved in my business because I want to be able to treat y'all in a business manner. You know what I'm saying? Be able to respond. I don't get caught up into like things that I don't like what you say. You know what I'm saying? I just want to be like, hey man, how you doing? Great game, whatever. But this, it means something. So if somebody would have said something kind of funny, I might would have got on one, but I had to get out of that too. Because some comments that I seen, it was okay, but it was like, yeah, man, everybody go through something. Like, bruh, everybody don't go through that. That's why I know the documentary wasn't as good as it could be. Because there was I don't think out of all 100% of all black men in the United States, maybe 3% went through this where everybody turned against you. You completely innocent. You're not trying to play both sides of the fence and your life get flipped upside down and you actually on like a going to college type level and it goes south and everybody turned against you. That don't happen, guys. It just don't quite happen. Because I researched a lot of this. But yeah, guys, you got any questions about the game? So I'm gonna start talking about some of the quarterbacks. So Kyler Murray. Hey, he's a San Francisco killer. So San Francisco D ain't bad. We know that it's an average defense, pretty, it can be good at times. I like Kyler Murray. He's healthy now. So he's gonna be running that pill. So you got to play Kyler Murray. If you got Kyler Murray, you play him, guys. Far as the slate in DFS, I play him to there too. But I like Tom Brady a little bit better in DFS. And still with that, if you have Tom Brady in your championship, you play Tom Brady. Tom Brady is a veteran quarterback, and it's his time. So with Leonard Fournette being there, do I feel like he's going to take all the shine and Tom Brady's not going to throw for any touchdowns? No. I believe Leonard Fournette can get 1 or 2 touchdowns, and Tom still can throw for 2 to 3 and have 25, 30 points. So I like Tom Brady, and I don't expect Detroit to roll over. So I know you asked about starting Swift. I like Swift. As long as Matthew Stafford plays, I like Swift. But I'm not going to play I would play Dobbins over Swift. Long story short, I'm playing Dobbins over Swift. But Swift still, like, Tampa Bay defense is good, but I don't know if it's going to be able to stop Swift with Matthew Stafford out there. What's going on, doggy man? What's good, bruh? Glad to see you here, man. Fantasy Good Sports, guys. Last little few lives that I'm going to be doing this season with fantasy relevance. But, guys, I'm going to still be going live with the games. I didn't go that much this week, but, it's Christmas. I had to spend time with the family. I was also investing into a documentary that was very emotionally high and very tiresome for my mind and my mental state. So I kind of had to tame it down. But guys, I'm gonna be giving you videos all the way out through the playoffs and telling you stories, giving you breakdown on games, anything that can help you with fantasy. Sometimes just breaking a game down and learning how the game flow goes helps you make picks in fantasy. So guys, we're gonna be going live and I'm gonna be giving y'all that. So Doggy Man says, who should I start for the flex? Bale, McKissick, QT, Gage, or Rashad Higgins? I like QT, bro, at the flex. I like QT. I'm going with QT at the flex. And Tua. What's going on, Sean? What's good, bro? How you doing, man? Hey, we got some football today, man. Hey, I'm happy, man. I'm in a championship game, guys. It's good. So out of 3 leagues, this is what happened out of my 3 leagues. 2 of them for money, 1 of them for free, and 1 of them I was 11-2. I lost last weekend. That was the free one. I had Antonio Gibson out. I had a bunch of guys out. So I played Lynn Bowden, and I lost by 10. He didn't score enough for me. But in my money league, I had 2 money leagues. The other one I didn't make the playoffs. Austin Eckler got hurt and went down to the last game of the season, of the fantasy season before the playoffs, and I lost that one. My other one, I'm what is it? I only lost 3 games. I'm in the championship game. I got Lamar Jackson. I got J.K. Dobbins. I've been holding true, and I've been telling y'all a lot of stuff. If you go back in my videos, a lot of you asked, why are you telling us to hold on to Lamar Jackson, bro? He sucked. He can't pass. Man, what about Marquise Brown? I'm not playing no Marquise Brown, bro. I got to let him go. I'm telling you guys, that's why now I can help you with your team, with your stars and sits. But if you got players that they just like Tyler Lockett and you got to make that decision every week, guys, that's not nobody else's fault. That's why drafting certain players, bell cow players, is more important than anything. Your first 4 rounds of any draft is very important because those guys, you don't need injury prone guys. You need those 4 guys to win your fantasy championship. Now the rest of the guys you're gonna get off the waiver wire. But you need 4 strong killers that got great matchups in the playoffs that you don't have to worry about going and streaming and sitting for. So, guys, let me get in the chat, though. Doggy Man says, awesome. Thanks, my guy. Hey, you welcome, Doggy Man. Subscribe to the channel if you're new, bro. I appreciate you being here, man. I really do, guys. Hey, I missed you guys, man. I haven't went live. I didn't go live yesterday. So I know it's been a lot going on, but I'm excited today, man. I get to watch some football at 1 o'clock. Let's go. Clutchful says David Johnson or James Robinson. Woo. Bro, I'm gonna have to say David Johnson, but see, let me see something real quick, bro, because that's like James Robinson coming off an injury. So I just want to make sure. I just don't want to give you a player. Okay, let me see something real quick. All right. Okay, I'm going to read James Robinson, his injury report, bro. It says Robinson ankle is listed as questionable for Sunday's game against the Bears. Robinson received a questionable tag after the Jaguars listed him as a non-participant in each of their 3 practice reports for Week 16. Despite the running back lack of the field reps with the Jaguars, opting to take a cautious approach while he manages his injury, John expects to play his weekend. Expects him to play. So they do expect him to play, bro, but he playing Chicago Bears. I'm gonna go ahead and tell you play with David. Go ahead and go with David Johnson with those in PPR. In PPR, now if it's standard, I would tell you go with James Robinson, but PPR, go with David Johnson, bro. I just with an injury like that, man, I'm not just gonna tell you to play him, but he is the bell cow. But Cluster says pick 2 to start. Brandon Ayuk, AJ Brown, Robert Woods, Miles Sanders. Brandon Ayuk and AJ Brown. Play those 2. Sean West says, how are we feeling about tight ends this week? Logan Thomas, Hawkinson, or Tyan? After what Logan did, man, I'm gonna tell you to ride out with Logan. But guys, you see what Irv did? See, I was a week behind. I told y'all Irv Smith. So I know a lot of you earlier this year, well, like 2 weeks ago, I said something about Irv Smith Jr. I'm telling you, I like Irv Smith Jr. He showed out this week. Last week he dropped a touchdown pass. But yeah, man, I would tell you, Sean West, to go with Logan Thomas, bro. I like Hawkinson, I do, but I don't know if he has the role that Logan has with Washington. Washington like Logan, and he's getting wildcat type carries. So man, I can't tell you to go away from that type of value and that type of commitment on the offense, even though Hawkinson is a better talent. King Jeffrey, what's going on, King? Yo, yes it is, man. Championship week, let's go. James, what's going on, James? Man, subscribe to the channel if you're new, man. If you already subscribed, man, I appreciate you being here, bro. I appreciate everybody being here. He says, would you start DK? Yes, that's my bell cow. You don't sit your bell cows. Now, unless you got a whole bunch of top receivers, then yeah. But you don't never sit your bell cows. Like I got Lamar. He don't have the Jacksonville Jaguars matchup. You think I'm gonna sit him though? I don't care if he was playing the 85 Bears. I'm not sitting my bell cow quarterback that got me here to championship week. You can get too cute. So you should be able to make it up on your flexes. Like you can stream better flexes, but you don't go and start streaming your bell cows. What's going on, Minnie Jordan? Hey, subscribe to the channel if you're new, bro. I appreciate you being here, man. I really do, man. Minnie Jordan says, Colts, Texans, Eagles, or Chargers defense? Wow, bro. The Colts, man, they playing against Pittsburgh, man. The Texans, I really ain't feeling them, but just because they playing against Cincinnati, Eagles playing against Dallas, Chargers defense, no. Man, I go ahead and say the Texans, man. For scoring and getting picks and turnovers, they might have more going against Ryan Finley. But that's a lot of low-level defenses. But I get it, bro. It's playoffs time. So you can go with Colts. Colts are just off name in a vacuum. The Colts are the best defense you got labeled. But I don't know if they're gonna hold Big Ben down, but it's not a bad play, bro. So between the Colts and Texans, yes, I will. It's between those two, and the Colts is a better name. But they playing in Pittsburgh. Is this their breakout game again to get back on track? I don't know. But Colts defense is good. They play cover two, leave everything in front of them. So it could be a low-scoring game. But Texans, with J.J. Watt and get to the quarterback playing against Cincinnati, more turnovers can happen in that game. So I hope that helped you out, bro. Clutchful says, Lamar Jackson or Jalen Hurts? Lamar Jackson, bro. You got to go with him, Clutchful. I got him too, bro. I'm playing him. Sean West says, that's a great answer. I'm sending out Logan. That's what I was feeling. Thank you, bro. I'm feeling that too. Like, it ain't like that I know anything special, anything, guys. You just got to go with all the information you collected out through the season. Man, that man had 15 targets last week, bro. So what are you going to, even if he gets 7 to 8 and for 60, 70 yards, 10, 12 points for a tight end, hey, that's go for 40 points like a Travis Kelce. So next year, guys, I'm like in the second round, the third round, you can go for killer tight ends. Travis Kelce, George Kittle, you take those guys no later than the third round of next year's draft. I'm giving you a golden nugget already because that tight end position, especially in one tight end leagues or tight end premium, if you get that tight end and if you scoring 25 points, 20 points with your tight end and everybody else is scoring 8, 9, 10, 12, you're ahead of the curve. Clutchford says, so would you go Ayuk over Robert Woods? Yeah, man. I hate this. Man, it's close. It's very close, bro. Robert Woods is not a bad play. He's a bell cow. Like even though he week to week between him and Cooper Kupp get hit in their ceiling is different, right? But Ayuk, man, he got 3 weeks of 20. I love Ayuk all year. That's probably one of my top 5 receivers going into next year. So that's why I'm telling you Ayuk, bro. CJ Beathard can still get the ball to Ayuk. I don't care if Kittle's coming back or not. So it's up to you. You can play Robert Woods. Robert Woods is a good play. I just like Ayuk. So sometimes I gotta give you information, let you make the decision. Ayuk is a better player, but Robert Woods can get 12 to 13 targets. So I'm gonna get Ayuk might not get that this week, but he still might score a touchdown. So Robert Woods' ceiling might be a little bit higher, bro. Even though I still love Ayuk and I think he's a better player than Robert. You says, but Ayuk has 5 straight. Yes, you see, I didn't even read the rest, and I already said that he does, man. So that's why I'm telling you to play Ayuk, bro. But it's nothing wrong with playing Robert. I would play Ayuk because I like Ayuk. King, King Jiffy says forced to start Noah Fant cause Hunter Henry on COVID. That's fine. Noah Fant ain't a bad play. Noah Fant is not a bad play, bro. So you can go out with go out with Noah Fant, and whatever happens, happens. Lucius, what's going on, Lucius? What's going on, bro? He said in my championship, thanks for the help this season. Thanks, bro. For this season, pick 1, wide receiver. Godwin, Metcalf, Davis. You got to go with Metcalf. And pick 1, tight end, Mark Andrews or Logan Thomas. Talent-wise, and in a vacuum, I want to tell you Mark Andrews. But Logan, man, with those targets, he might be a safer floor. But Andrews is good too. So I will go ahead and tell you to go with Logan just because of the targets. Only reason I asked about the tight end, McLaurin is doubtful. Okay. Yeah, Logan. So I haven't got to that quite yet. Okay. Go with Logan, bro. Excuse me, guys. I'm sorry. Minnie Jordan says 12-team PPR. Okay, 12-team PPR. That's what I play in. Choose a flex. Deontay versus Colts, DJ Moore versus Washington, or AB versus Detroit. DJ Moore versus Washington. Jeff Wilson versus Arizona, or Singletary versus New England. Jeff Wilson versus Arizona. Yep. There you go, Minnie Jordan. Appreciate you being here, man. I hope you subscribe, bro. Clutchford says, hey, you helped me get to the ship this year. Appreciate you lots. Thank you, bro. Thank you, man. I really appreciate that, guys. I really appreciate that. Let's go over. We go over some more things. Yep. So Nick Chubb. I like Nick Chubb. Do I believe he's going to have 30 points this week? I don't know. Jets is not really that bad against the run. A lot of people pass against them because they decent against the run. They decent. They're not just going to lay over for you. So you can play, but I do love David Montgomery. David Montgomery is the smash play of the week, of Saturday. David Montgomery should boom today. Austin Eckler, it depends. They're not really trying to make. They wanted him healthy for next year, so he's gonna get some work today. I wouldn't have him in my DFS, but if he's in my redraft, I'm playing him. Taylor might not be a big time Taylor week. He playing against Pittsburgh. Is Pittsburgh gonna give up a lot of running yards? I doubt that. Mac Tomlin would go off. If they give up, getting beat by the pass game and stuff like that, that happens. It's the NFL. But you better not. The Pittsburgh is too good up front to let Jonathan Taylor kill them. So I wouldn't play Jonathan Taylor today. Miles Sanders, maybe. Remember that he got Jalen Hurts. I know he didn't do good last week, but whenever you have an option or a quarterback choice type offense, the running back can eat. That's why Mark Ingram had a good year last year. And that's why J.K. Dobbins is eating the last 4 or 5 games of this year. That quarterback choice, guy, is the new thing in the NFL. It's just hard to stop. You actually have to use your whole team to stop the run game because they're using their quarterback, and he's really not accounted for. So it's hard to stop that. So let me get into some more questions. Minnie George says, thanks for the help. Just sub. Hey, I appreciate that, bro. Thank you, man. Ray Gibson, what's going on, Ray? Good to see you here, bro. Subscribe to the channel, man, if you're new. And I really appreciate everybody being here. Great channel, guys. Got a lot of stuff for you for the offseason. Ray Gibson says, Browns D or Arizona D? I don't like Arizona D, but let me make sure. Let me look at something else. because I believe the Jets is trying to hurt people, but I believe Cleveland too good for this. So I'll go ahead and say you to play Cleveland defense. Play Cleveland, bro. King Jeffrey says, you think there's any chance we see teams with playoff berths getting set if they're up early? Let me see. You think there's any chance we see teams with playoff berths getting set if they're up early? Yeah. Yes, you do got to worry about that, but you got to worry about like division runs. If they still trying to win that division, I doubt that. Maybe you can see that with Cleveland and Jets, maybe, but they want to get Baker all that, bro. So out there with Cleveland, Baltimore Giants. If Baltimore get up by 3 touchdowns, they could wrestle Lamar a little bit. But I don't think this week is you should worry about, especially on this on the Saturday slate. But I'm just looking all the way through the games. I wouldn't worry about that too much. I wouldn't worry about that too much. It's still a lot out here to play for between the 1 and 2 seed. The 2 seed don't get the bye this year, so the 1 seed does. But great question though, bro. Great question. The special one says I'm playing versus Dalvin Cook, and he didn't do too great. I got Jacobs tonight, so let's see him work. I got Jacobs tonight too, bro. Let's see him work. I'm with you, bro. Yep. King Jiffy said, I need Diggs and Josh to be on snap counts. I know that's right. Hey, especially Diggs. I think he is. But Josh Allen want to get this dub. But Diggs, yeah, I agree, bro. And I am playing a guy that got Diggs, so I'm happy for that too. Kashif, what's going on, Kashif? What's going on, bro? He said, Kashif says, do I start Harkinson or Kittle on a snap count? So Kittle is on a snap count. If he's on the snap count, man, you got to go with Hawkinson. I'm not playing nobody on the snap count in my championship week. And I know Kittle might get a touchdown. I'm sorry. It ain't about that. It's not trying to figure out if he's going to score. If he's on the snap count, that tells you, in my mind, I'm not playing that. Not in my championship week, bro. And I still got some choices to make, too, with Kittle. I'm waiting up until the last minute, but I got some choices to make with Kittle. And I'm probably not going to play him either. Great question, though. So let me see. So let me go to some running backs. So yeah, Josh Jacobs, just because Mariota is playing, that makes me want to play Josh Jacobs because of the quarterback choice. The quarterback choice to me just gives better running lanes. So Miami defense is good, but with that quarterback choice where Mariota can take it and keep it, yeah, I think they should do decent. So Josh Jacobs, you got to play him if you have him on your team. Kashif says, do you like DK or Miles Sanders more at flex PPR? Man, DK, that's a bell cow. You got to play your bell cows. King Jiffy says, I go Detroit, need to win. Getting set early. Okay. I go TJ, Detroit need to win. Okay. TJ Hawkinson. Yep. Okay, I get what you're saying. Yeah, TJ Hawkinson is not a bad play, man. He's very talented, especially if Matthew Stafford plays. That's my key. Matthew Stafford. He makes his offense flow. But yeah, I'm going DK, bro, over Miles Sanders. DeAndre Swift. Yeah, he's a player. I don't think he's gonna hit a high ceiling. I don't think he can get 30 points, but I do believe he can score a touchdown, maybe 2. Tampa Bay, they good, but they ain't stopping the run like that. So yeah, Swift is, especially if Matthew Stafford plays, I like Swift. They got between Ahmed and Gaskins, I wouldn't touch it. I'll just kind of let that play out. I don't know. Myles Gaskin may come and get all the carries. They may keep giving to Ahmed. They may split it 50-50. I'm not going to play musical chairs with those two quarterbacks. I do like Fournette. Fournette for as a sleeper play. Yes, he's the only healthy running back like that they really trust. Falling touchdowns like he got last week. Yes, that is a mission. That is what Fournette can be. So I feel like he's a safe play. Kenyon Drake, no. Kyler's back here healthy. I probably would leave Kenyon Drake alone. Kyler is almost probably like what 95, 90% healthy with his shoulder. So that might make me want to leave Drake alone. Jeff Wilson Jr., I don't know if I trust Mostert for the whole game. So maybe Jeff Wilson Jr. is a nice play with touchdown upside. Yeah. So let's go to the receivers. So you D-Hop, you playing Kyler Murray, you got to play D-Hop. That's DFS. If you got D-Hop in the redraft, you play D-Hop. It don't matter what matchup, you always play D-Hop. Unless Deion Sanders or Darrell Reeves come out there, you playing D-Hop. Brandon Ayuk, same thing. Young stud, 5 straight games with 20 plus. It doesn't matter. CJ Beathard is coming in there. Shanahan's gonna make sure that Ayuk get his. Now Debo was there, maybe might worry a little bit, but Ayuk is a beast. That's the receiver they're going with forward, and I like him. Mike Evans, you know how it is. There's a lot of mouths to feed. You got to play musical chairs with all these weapons. You got to pick the ones. That's why I stayed away from Tampa Bay this year, because I'm not going to pick which receivers are going to hit this week. It could be another Antonio Brown. It could be Mike Evans. It could be Godwin. It could be Scotty Miller. It could be Rob Gronkowski. It could be Cameron Brate. It could be Leonard Fournette. A lot of mouths. I'm not playing that. So, but to play Tom Brady, that's different. If you just want to play, yeah, Tom Brady gonna get some points because he got all them weapons to feed. But as far as which weapons you pick, I don't know. Marvin Jones Jr., he's a number one. He's always getting targeted. Yeah, Marvin Jones is a nice play too. Especially with Kenny Golladay being out, he should have 10 targets if Matthew Stafford plays. So there's nothing wrong with playing Jones. Marvin Jones, that is. I do think Henry Ruggs is a sleeper. Miami got good corners, but can they run with Ruggs? So whenever you can see a team where they don't have like Nelson Aguilar and Henry Ruggs are the two receivers that they really have healthy that can stretch the field, Henry Ruggs can get behind anybody. He can get behind Byron Jones. He can get behind Xavier Howard. So, or the safety Rashad. So I like Ruggs. If you need a sleeper, Ruggs could be a nice sleeper because he can stretch the field. So maybe Mariota with a couple play actions to Josh Jacobs or a play action like the ball going to him and he throw it deep, they could connect on that. So be looking for that, guys, with Henry Ruggs. Bowden today, I don't know about playing Bowden because they got Gaston's coming back, Ahmed's back. I just don't know. I don't know if Bowden's enough upside for me. I played him last week, but this week I don't know if he has enough upside for me. Christian Kirk, I believe with Kyler Murray getting more healthy, a deep ball is coming. So you could either Henry Ruggs or Christian Kirk could be great deep balls. You know, hitting a lot of a deep touchdown, which gives them a lot of upside. So that's what I think of Christian Kirk and Henry Ruggs, kind of the same player, 1 or 2 catches type player, big plays. Okay, so Extreme Game says Juju, Antonio Brown, Watkins, or Myers at wide receiver 2. Man, you might have to go with Antonio Brown. Antonio Brown was wide receiver 2 because Juju with this offense, I can't go. After what happened last week, he might want to have a rebound game, but I don't know. Watkins, I don't know if there's never any catches left over between him and Harmon and Pringle and Robinson. I don't know. Myers, I almost said Myers, but I'm never going to say to do that with Cam Newton out there, like giving him inconsistent targets. So I would say Antonio Brown out of those guys. Yep, guys, I appreciate the thumbs up, guys. It ain't number 7 of us, but y'all loyal, and I really appreciate y'all guys being in here, man. And the ones that watched my documentary, I appreciate that again, guys. I really do. I just want to give y'all some context. Maybe it might have been unprofessional for me to put this on the channel, but I just wanted to give y'all some context of where I come from and my passion and why I know the game the way I do. Because, guys, even though I was a running back, I was very savvy with the game. You know, running backs can make good coaches. because they see a lot. They know the pass routes, they know the offensive line, they know a lot about the offense. To me, it's kind of like a catcher. That's how a running back is. No, it's not the pitcher, but the catcher knows a lot too, because he knows where everybody at. He's seen a lot. He's seen what the hitters do. Same thing with the running back. I'm watching the defense. I'm seeing how the defense is stopping me. I'm seeing how, guys, and that helps. That helps with learning football and learning how what you're trying to do with what's the game script. How we're gonna try to beat this team. Because I used to watch my coaches every week, even when I played a little bit of Division III football. I used to watch my coaches come up with game plans and how we're going to attack the offense, and that helps me with fantasy. So the Special One, what's going on, Special One? Special One says the documentary was inspirational, man. Thank you, bro. Y'all got any questions? You can hit me up about it. I got it, because I didn't tell you everything. Because, guys, my school was out to get me, too. My school was out to get me. I talked to a guy the other day. He called. He was a senior when I was a freshman. I played varsity. And he was like, Terry, the head coach told me he died. But he told me, he's like, the head coach told me that you was doing too much too fast. Like, guys, I couldn't help that I was good. They couldn't handle my talent. So when stuff happened, like negative, bad things happened to me that wasn't true, they rode their inner feelings to try to keep me down because they couldn't handle me. I was a young black guy, great athlete, humble. So it's a lot of stuff to that story, guys. Extreme Game says, no, man, it was a great video. Wishing you the best for the future. Thank you, Extreme Games. I appreciate it, man. Burn, what's going on, bro? I'm glad you're here, man. Hey, this is a great fantasy channel, man. Hey, I appreciate everybody being here. Subscribe to the channel, bro, if you're new, man. I'm gonna give you content all in the off season, and I got a lot of great things coming up for you too, man. As far as when the draft get ready to start, to get you ready for the drafts, to tell y'all some great players to pick up. Trust me, I'm good at my drafting. He says pick 3, PPR: Carson, Henderson, Jeff Wilson, Gaskin, and Bell. Carson, Henderson, and Bell. The Henderson, man, I think he's the next one up in line. So I got to tell you to go to Henderson, but definitely Carson, Henderson. I like Jeff Wilson, but Mostert, let me see what they're saying about Mostert. If I don't think he's gonna play, then I definitely say you play Mostert. Okay, he on IR, man. So play Wilson, Carson, and Henderson. Again, that's Jeff Wilson, Henderson, and Carson. Those are 3, bro. Great question, though. Guys, I appreciate everybody being here. I appreciate y'all hitting the thumbs up button, guys. I know it's tough to be here. Some of you, and a lot of you, it ain't as big because, a lot of people are out on the championship. So I know it's hard to continue to play fantasy after you lost out. I had to go through it a couple times, but I ain't mad because usually if I lost, I feel good. I made good decisions. And if I played terrible, made dumb decisions, yeah, it's even more harder. And yeah, also, guys, that documentary, listen, I know a lot of you ask, like, yeah, Terry, you got a lot going on. Yeah, but guys, I made this. Look, guys, I could easily, and it would be fair. I wouldn't be mad at myself. I could easily be staying, in a shelter, going to work, saving money, but I wouldn't be where I'm at. But, guys, because I'm so forceful, I'm going through the front door. That's why my life is kind of content now. So don't think that everything is gravy. No, because, guys, when you got to understand my monetary gain. Like I would, I'm just gonna give you an idea. Say I had $1,000 in my bank account. If I would be on the track, just take out professional football. I'm not even talking about that. If I would be on the track to go to college and be the person I am and get any job that I want, guys, instead of having $1,000, I would have $50,000. So that's why I'm out for the lawsuit. I'm not gonna let them guys. I went 8 years. I couldn't work. You know how much I went through? So that's why I'm on my documentary. It's not just about where I'm at now. It's opportunity cost. If you know what opportunity cost is, what kind of, because I got a degree now. So when they go back and pay me for my lawsuit, they're gonna have to pay me on my degree level. That's why I went on and done that. I know how important it was. I wasn't gonna let you give me a lawsuit for like a minimum of $15,000 a year because I ain't went to school or nothing. No, you want to pay me $75,000 a year for how many years that I couldn't get a job. So I just want y'all to understand that, guys. Okay, so Grant Bow says pick 2: Ryan Tannehill, Tom Brady, Matt Ryan. Okay, Ryan Tannehill and Tom Brady. Those are the 2 quarterbacks. Pick 2: Chris Carson and Leonard Fournette and Tony Pollard. So Chris Carson and Leonard Fournette. Pick 1: Eric Ebron, Dalton Schultz. Dalton Schultz. Pick 1: Cole Beasley, Hollywood Brown, T.Y. Hilton. T.Y. Hilton, man. I wanted to say Hollywood Brown. I like Hollywood, bro. I really do. I think he can have a big play, but I'm gonna give you T.Y. So Ryan Tannehill, Tom Brady for Grant Bow. Hey, man, I appreciate you being here too, Grant. Thank you for being here, man. Great fantasy channel, man. I appreciate everybody being here. But I would tell you, Tom Brady, Ryan Tannehill, Chris Carson, Leonard Fournette, Dalton Schultz, and T.Y. Hilton. What's going on, Sir Law? Hey, subscribe to the channel if you're new, man. I appreciate you being here, Sir Law. Biohazard says DJ Moore or Chris Godwin. DJ Moore. And Grant Bo says full PPR. Okay. And I gave you full PPR. I broke it down for you for full PPR. The special one says, would you play Pollard or David Johnson? Let me go look at Zeke, because what I see, the Zeke was playing. So let me make sure, though. I'm not just gonna tell y'all that. Let me make sure Zeke ain't playing. Let me make sure Zeke ain't playing. What they got to say about Zeke. Elliott was a limited practice participant Wednesday and Thursday before the Cowboys took Friday off. He said Wednesday that he was looking good to return for Sunday's game, but he won't necessarily have confirmation before the Cowboys release their inactive list approximately 90 minutes prior to Sunday's game. Tony Pollard filled in, playing 90% of offensive snaps and ran 132 yards and 2 touchdowns. Yeah, man. So I would, if Zeke is totally out, you definitely play Tony Pollard. No questions asked. Smash play, you play Tony Pollard. If Zeke plays, I might play David Johnson. I do still be like Tony Pollard can get you 12 points. I know he can get you 12 points, probably more. But I'm not going to play Tony Pollard and hope for him to have a better stat line than Zeke in fantasy when Zeke is their man and they need him to validate that $50 million that they gave him guaranteed. So, yeah, I would say play David Johnson if Zeke plays. Great question, though. What's going on, Keith Rebello? Hey, subscribe to the channel if you're new, man. I appreciate you being here, bruh. He said, thanks for doing the documentary and getting your story out. Appreciate that, bruh. Appreciate that, Keith. Pick 1: Amari Cooper, Gage, QT, Curtis Samuel. Amari Cooper. Sir Law, what's going on, Sir Law? Subscribe to the channel, bruh, if you new, man. Appreciate you being here again. He says, J.K. Dobbins, Jeff Wilson, weak hamstring, or David Johnson without Duke Johnson for my flex standard scoring format. I would play. I'll play Jeff Wilson. I like J.K. Dobbins, bro, but with Mostert being out, I believe Jeff Wilson should get all the carries by himself, man. So in standard, I would say Jeff Wilson. If you telling me he got a hamstring problem, then let me know. But I was like, because I don't quite know what you mean. But if they're both of those guys are healthy, I know J.K. Dobbins is healthy. If Jeff Wilson is 100% healthy, like I'm pretty sure he is, yeah, I'm playing Jeff Wilson, man, because that's standard. He should have 80, 90 yards, maybe in a touchdown. That'll give you a nice floor with standard scoring. Yep. So Keith says Jeff Wilson or James Robinson in standard. Jeff Wilson. Yep, play Jeff Wilson, bro. Yeah, guys. So yeah, man. I'm trying to think of some things that I can give y'all. Guys, taking the right player in the first round. So I'm gonna just talk a little bit about first when you drafting players in the first round. When you drafting players in the first round, you want to get guys that's not going to get hurt. So he don't necessarily has to finish as the number one player in his position, but he definitely needs to finish in top 5, but be healthy every week. So I'm not getting a guy that had this injury prone. Now, Christian McCaffrey, I think he'd be a nice pickup for number 1 next year. I trust him. I know he worked hard. He will be okay. You can bounce back from Christian McCaffrey number 1 next year. But this year I didn't take him because he had too many carries. This year he actually had a break. He didn't play that many games, right? So next year, so I'm giving y'all a golden nugget. Christian McCaffrey is the number 1 overall, number 1 overall consensus pick. He's too good in the pass game and PPR. Now standard, you might can go with Derrick Henry or go with other guys, Dalvin Cook. But PPR, Christian McCaffrey. And I like Austin Eckler. So I love those 2 backs because in PPR. PPR, if you want 2 backs, Austin Eckler and Christian McCaffrey. Those 25 to 30 points every week. Because of they can have a bad rushing game, but just because they got like 8 or 9 catches with like maybe 60, 70 yards, their floor is crazy. It's like 16, 17 points their floor. So that's why I like those guys in PPR. Drafting them and being healthy. Austin Eckler is usually a healthy back. He just had a bad injury this year. CMC usually is healthy. He just got off to a bad start with an injury and never could catch back up. But next year, I don't believe that. But even then, you still can work the waiver wire because you got to keep working the waiver wire. You can never stop, guys. Never, ever. I don't care if you are 11-0. You got to keep working the waiver wire. You got to get guys to keep them from your other teams from getting them, picking that guy up and beating you later in the playoffs. I made a little bit of a mistake, but I couldn't stop it. So I had Logan Thomas earlier, and some tight ends came that was better. Like I made a trade for Noah Fant. So I was like, okay, I'm gonna drive with Noah Fant. And then Andrews hit the market. So I had Logan Thomas on my bench, and I had Noah Fant. So what could I do? I needed to pick up Andrews. So I had to drop Logan. And then so as time went on, Logan started balling. I needed to pick up. I didn't want to leave Logan going into the playoffs, but I had no room. I had the other guys I had was really good. They had a really good upside. I had no room, so I had to let go Logan, and somebody picked him up, and I'm playing against him now in the championship. You see what I'm talking about? You sometimes you can't leave out players. You want them to stash them on your bench in case you need them, but you're not going to drop them. But you always want to get the best players for your team, so that's why I did drop them. And didn't pick them back up because I had to make sure my team was the best team. What's going on, Ray? What's good, bro? But yeah, man. So I just want to hit y'all to get that, to understand about drafting and why you draft certain players. GDLT, what's going on, GDLT, man? Hey, listen, man. Hey, you doing your thing, man. You got a lot of subscribers, bro. So I don't know what you do. I need to check your channel out. But I appreciate you being here, man. Great channel, bro. Hey, thanks for everybody being in here, guys, for being patient with me all season. I just started this year. I know I didn't always have the best visuals and stuff, But guys, I appreciate it, and I got better, and it was because of y'all. Y'all had the grace for me to get better. So thank you guys. But GDLT says Antonio Gibson or DeAndre Swift. DeAndre Swift is if Matthew Stafford plays. PPR. I'm still going DeAndre Swift if Matthew Stafford plays. Yeah, what's going on, Ray? What's good, bruh? I'm still in the playoffs. So let me see. Derek Dorch says, "What's going on, Derek? Subscribe to the channel if you're new, man. I'm glad you're here, bro." He says, "Logan Thomas or George Kittle." Man, you got to play Logan Thomas, George Kittle on the snap count. I get it, George Kittle a better talent, but it's too late to go away from a guy getting 13, 14 targets and go to a guy that's just coming off a IR. It's too late in the season to do that. GDLT says Gibson or Swift PPR. I'm going Swift, bro. I know Gibson coming off a little injury. He might be ready, but Swift is ready too. And Matthew Stafford plays. I like that. Rex Captain said, "I'm still in the playoffs." IRA. Yep, me too, Rex. Me too, IRA. You welcome GDLT, man. Anytime, bro. Keep doing your thing, man. I see your subscribers. You doing your thing too, bro. Biohazard, what's going on, bro? He says Gibson, DJ Moore, Kareem Hunt, Chris Godwin, Bernard, pick 2. DJ Moore and Gibson. DJ Moore and Gibson. Now, if Gibson is on count on he's not getting a full Gibson real quick. Let me go look at Gibson because I'm not gonna just tell you Gibson just to play Gibson. Was questionable for some. Gibson was limited in practice Wednesday, though. Friday, Coach Rivera noted Thursday that the running back looked good. Okay. Per truth. Okay. Why not Terry McClellan is listed there? Yeah, man. I'll go ahead and play Gibson. I'll play Gibson and let me see. Let me find where I'm at. Yeah, so I'll play Gibson and DJ Moore. Biohazard. Yep. IRA says, "Nice, Rex. Are you in the finals?" Matt Galloway, fantasy headliner, says, "What's good, bruh? What's good, bruh?" So everybody, please like and comment and subscribe for this content. Appreciate that, bruh. Hope you had a Merry Christmas. Rex says, "Yeah, I am." I like that. Derek Dortch says, "Deontay Johnson, Josh Jacobs, or Fournette in the flex." I say Fournette in the flex. Even PPR. I say Fournette. Sir Law says, "Thank you. I'm subscribed." Thank you, bro. I appreciate you subscribing. GDLT said, "I appreciate it, man." No, I appreciate you, bro. I appreciate you supporting the channel, man. I appreciate everybody in here supporting the channel. It's 15 people. It's 8 people in here, guys. And y'all not saying, "Oh, man, this is weak." Y'all still answering questions. Look, guys, I like that. It shows me that I'm doing a good job, that y'all want to ask me questions, guys. So I appreciate it. Ray Gibson says, "Pick 2, PPR, Aaron Jones or Chubb or Fournette." Fournette and Chubb. Fournette and Chubb. I like Aaron Jones, but I like Fournette and Chubb a little bit more. Especially, Chubb is a monster. But let me look at something real quick. Let me look at something real quick, guys. I'm sorry. Be patient with me, guys, if you don't mind. So yeah, bro, let me see. Let me find where I'm at. And, well, guys, I done lost my spot. Got so many questions. Yeah, Deontay Johnson, Josh Jacobs, or Fournette. I told you to play Leonard Fournette in the flex. He said, "Think I'm subscribed. I appreciate it, man." Nope. Then Pittsburgh defense or Panthers D. Okay, yeah, I'm sorry. I skipped over that, Derek. Pittsburgh defense or Panthers defense? Pittsburgh defense. And then you said pick two PPR, Aaron Jones or Chubb or Fournette. So Chubb and Fournette, bruh. GDLT said championship game. I got you. I know that I'm in the championship game too. Let me see something else. Let me see. I gotta hit all this, guys. I'm not just gonna give y'all picks. I gotta hit something else too. Let me try this. Because Aaron Jones is good, but sometimes in matchups, man, they go to Devontae Adams, and I gotta make sure that that's not like gonna happen. Okay. Yeah. So yeah, bro, I'm going with Chubb and Fournette, man. I just make sure. I I think it's going to be a Devontae Adams games, man. I don't think Tennessee corners can check them. I just don't believe so. I try to see if was coming back, that corner that been hurt for a while, but I don't think so. I didn't see anything out there, bro. But Rex says Brandon Cooks, Corey Davis, or Chris Godwin. Pick one. I'm gonna go Brandon Cooks. Bro. I'm thinking Godwin with the juicy matchup. I feel you. I'm not so since you said that, bro, go with Godwin. Because I'm only can give you from my perspective. I don't play musical chairs with players. That's why I didn't touch anybody on Tampa Bay offense. It's too many mouths to feed. But if you like Godwin, go with Godwin. Rex, there's nothing wrong with that. With that juicy matchup, just scared there's too many people that's going to get the ball before him, and I agree. That's the only reason why. So if he was to go out and outscore everybody, I wouldn't feel like I've done anything wrong. I'm just not playing that. I'm not trying to guess who's going to get that boom points. It's just too hard. So I'd rather go with Brandon Cooks, and I know he's going to get some points. I know that they're not going to sit him out, or he's going to get two catches unless he gets hurt or get a concussion. That bothers. I mean, that worries me a little bit. Ari says your documentary was a smash. It was, bro. It's a lot more to the story that I didn't talk about. I didn't go into detail about, like why everybody wasn't trying to help me. Because a lot of people wanted to see me down, bro. Because imagine like Michael Jordan killing as a freshman somewhere, and then he gets in an incident like this, like I did, and then everybody turned against him and stuff. That's what happened, bro. I was a freshman. I played varsity. The seniors that wasn't as talented as me, it didn't matter if they was black or white. They couldn't stand it. They had to wait till they was juniors and seniors to get that type of clout. I had teams trying to sign me as a freshman. Like they didn't know I was like 165. But small backs went to like smaller schools. A lot of smaller schools like D1AA tried to sign me, man. But yeah, man, it was a lot to it, bro. And this don't happen to everybody, guys. You would think, man, everybody goes through something. There's a lot of football players that got kicked off the team for no reason. Nah, not when you completely 100% innocent. Like I lived with a family that did that sold drugs. I was above that, and that's what kind of made them scared of themselves. Like this dude might actually make it. He not doing that. I wasn't living like they was, and I was a good athlete too. But see, Ira said your documentary was a smash. Good story. Hope you find the right lawyers to clear your record. Yes, bro. Also to get a bag. Bro. They owe me money for 8 years that I didn't work. That's not my potential, bro. I never supposed to be going without no money, missing out on opportunities like that. I never lived that type of life. I was a hard worker. That's why I played varsity as a freshman. That's why I made decent grades. Now, every class I didn't like. So if I didn't like the class, I wasn't gonna do good. But classes that I like, man, that's why I did good on the SAT, bro. So yeah, man, I appreciate that consideration, guys. I just wanted to give y'all another side of me. Hopefully y'all can, it helps create a relationship with us. You know, like, you know, you understand where I come from, my passion. GDLT says, if my opponent is starting JD McKissick, should I start Gibson to cancel out? Hey, listen, don't worry about canceling out stuff. Just put your best players. But sometimes both things can be true. So if he's starting JD McKissick, yeah, you should start Gibson too. Just, you know, because Gibson is a good player. So, bruh, don't worry about canceling out. Just make sure you got a good player out there. And Gibson is a good player. So I get it. Yeah, you can do that. And it will cancel. It does work out that way. But I wouldn't tell you if you had like a Derrick Henry and you wanted to play somebody on, and I know that's a big extreme example, but maybe you wanted to go get another player to cancel out. No, man, you play Derrick Henry. You don't mess up your team to try to cancel out another person. You just put your bell cows out there. And sometimes both things can be true. Jeremy Wells says, what's up, man? What's going on, Jeremy? What's good, bro? He says, should I start Kittle or Antonio Brown in my flex? Antonio Brown. Only reason why I'm telling that is because Kittle's on the snap count. And I can't play people in my championship that's on the snap count. And you says, or Antonio Brown in my flex, should I trust Kittle first game back? No, not with the snap count. Now, if you read that he's not on the snap count, that he's full go, he's going to play all the snaps, then yeah, you can play Kittle in the flex. There's nothing wrong with playing two tight ends. James Windham, what's going on, bro? Glad to see you here, man. Hope you subscribe to the channel, bro. If you is already, then I apologize, man. I appreciate you being here. He says, I have Ayuk, Moore, Adams, and DK. Wide receivers, running backs, Henry, Chubb, Dobbins, and Sanders. PPR, don't know what to do. 2 flex spots. I am a sub. Okay, bro. You said you have Ayuk. So I'm definitely starting. I'm starting Ayuk, Adams. Okay, it seems like my stream is messing up a little bit. But yeah, okay, I'm sorry, guys. My stream was messing up a little bit. But it's you gonna have to decide. You play Adams and DK. But it's up to you to decide who to play over Ayuk and Moore. I like those two this week, but I like Ayuk as a player no matter what matchup. But DJ Moore got a good matchup, I believe. I believe he could smash today. So me personally, I would play Ayuk, DK, and Adams. But you might like Moore, so that's fine. That's why I'm telling guys, it ain't all like what I say, because two things can be other things that you can do here. So you don't have to play Ayuk. You can play Moore because they both probably can score the same. They both probably, if I had them ranked on my Patreon, well, if I did a rankings video like I'm gonna do next year every week on my YouTube, then I'll probably have them like right beside each other. That's how I believe. Then you says running back. So you said you're running back. So you know you're playing Henry. You know you're probably playing Chubb and Dobbins. So out of those 3 guys, you got to put those people on the field. You got to put Henry, Chubb, and Dobbins on the field. And then you can choose your own flex. So I'm going to give you 3 guys I like out of each group. So I like Chubb, Dobbins, and Henry. And I like Ayuk, Moore, Adams, and DK. So you can pick your own flexes, bro. Great question, too, man. I appreciate you being a sub, too. Breck says, GG to anyone, a good game to anyone going against Kamara. Yeah, I feel you, man. The guy lost out before this week, so I ain't got to worry about that. But yeah, unbelievable day for Kamara. It was. He's my top running back for next year. I got CMC is mine. Monir, what's going on, Monir? Hey, subscribe to the channel if you're new, man. I appreciate you being here. He says flex full PPR, Kittle, Godwin, or Drake. I got to go with Godwin because it's PPR out of those 3 guys in a vacuum. Derek says pick 3, Melvin Gordon, J.K. Dobbins, Josh Jacobs, or James Robinson. So Melvin Gordon, J.K. Dobbins, and Josh Jacobs. GDLT said, haha, I have Kamara. Good job, bro. Now just trying to make sure I get some points from each player. Exactly. You got this, bro. Go ahead and start picking out your trophies. Unless you got some bad quarterback and bad other players, go ahead and start picking out what trophy you're going to get. Start thinking how much money you're going to get and what you're going to do with the money, bro. GDLT says, good point. Get good players out there. Yep. Get the good players out there. Yep. Jeremy Wells says, one more question. Yo, you good, Jeremy? Should I start WFT versus the Panthers? Let me see. Washington football team. No, I wouldn't do that. Chiefs versus Atlanta. Cardinals defense versus 49ers. I like the Chiefs versus Atlanta. Rex says, my opponent has Jalen Hurts and Kyler Murray. They keep on switching between putting them in. Yeah, he nervous, bro. You want him to play Jalen. You don't want him to play Kyler. So hopefully he plays Jalen. So, guys, if y'all don't have any more questions, guys, about anything, like I said, I'm gonna do a live on the documentary where you can. I'm just gonna explain on some more things, go into some more details about it, and that'll be the end of that. And then I'll be able to move forward or whatever from that. Because I might still have to do some things with that too. But guys, you got any more questions about anything about football? Go ahead and hit me up. I'm gonna give y'all a couple more minutes, and then I'm gonna get out of here and get ready to get my lineups right. But I appreciate everybody tuning in, guys. I'm gonna put it in my social medias. Guys, come follow me on my social media. I got Facebook, guys. I don't see none of y'all on my Facebook. Follow me on my Facebook. Follow me on my Instagram. Follow me on YouTube. I mean, not on YouTube. I'm sorry, on TikTok, on Instagram. And I'm gonna get on Twitch, and I'm gonna do all those things next year, guys. I'm gonna do all the social media platforms. I just want to get used to YouTube this year. So here you go, guys. I'll put it in the chat. So yeah, guys, just hit me up, man. Follow me on social media, guys, to show me some support. So guys, if everybody good, I'm gonna go ahead and I'm gonna get up out of here. I appreciate everybody being here, guys. I hope everybody had a Merry Christmas. Have a great New Year's. Guys, share my content, get it out to your friends so this channel can grow, guys. Derek says Metcalf or Woods. Metcalf. I like Woods. Woods should be a smash play, but you can't set Metcalf for no Woods, bro. If you do that, basically Metcalf, all he did for you will be in vain. You got to play Metcalf. Unless you got like a killer, another receiver over him, and Woods is not that. I mean, he's good. Woods probably would be a top 10 receiver for me this week, maybe top 12, but DK top 5, just because of who he is and his ability and his, how big he is and his strength. I don't worry about corners checking him. I just need one big play. Rex says my opponent has Josh Jacobs, Le'Veon Bell, Chris Carson, Calvin Ridley, Robert Woods, and Waller. You can win that, bro. He got a good team, but any week and anything happen. Those guys can boom. So, but that's nothing to be scared of, bro. Levi, what's going on, Levi? Levi says Kamara winning me the consolation prize. I got you, man. Yeah, that's great that y'all can have a consolation prize. More people should do that. Because the consolation, you shouldn't let it go in vain. You shouldn't let people be trying to get people off waiver wire just to win the consolation for no reason. It should be a prize to win that too. But yeah, guys, hey, y'all be safe, guys. Hit me up, man. Peace, guys. Subscribe to Fantasy Good Sports. Share it with your friends. Later, guys. Appreciate everybody being here. Derek says Woods, Melvin Gordon, or J.K. Dobbins in the flex. J.K. Dobbins. Yep. But yeah, guys, peace. See y'all later.